So in this session, we're going to look at planning health communication campaign. What do you really need to have in order for you to start a health communication campaign? That's what we are going to look at. So the objectives are: you need to understand the importance of planning in health communication, identify the key steps and components in the planning process for health communication initiatives or campaigns or programs, and then we also look at the how we can target different audiences and how we can tailor health messages for these different audiences or populations. So planning is very, very key. If you don't plan, you will not have a successful health communication campaign. That means that you need to ensure that you have to think through the strategies that you're going to employ in order to achieve the desired outcomes. So if you adequately plan, it means that you're going to have maximum impact in terms of your communication efforts. Usually, the stages in most textbooks can be 4. Okay, so you need to develop and test the concepts and messages that you want to pass over. Okay, and then you can now implement after putting everything in order in terms of what message do you want to pass. You want to pass it to who, and the messages and the tools that you're going to use the appropriate ones. After that step, now you can test. Testing means that you are piloting and seeing whether the message will actually resonate and will actually be the appropriate message. And then you move to now implementation. Okay, and then with the implementation, we follow it with the evaluation. Okay, you refine. You use the experiences or the lessons learned during the implementation to develop new strategies or to modify the existing strategies, and then also follow through the cycle. So that is how it happens. But going deeper than that, you need to first understand the health issue that you want to deal with. So you conduct an analysis. You basically need to gather data about the health problem that you're dealing with, and then select the approach that is appropriate in aligning with the desired behavior change that you want. And then formulate your objectives for the health promotion or health communication campaign, and then design the strategies that will lead you to achieving the objectives that you have earlier on. And then lastly, you monitor and evaluate. Okay, so basically this and this are basically almost the same things, but this is actually on this slide be a more detailed, giving you the issues that you really need to think through. So we're going to go through these issues one by one and elaborate on what they actually mean. Okay, so for you to design a health communication campaign, you need to be very specific on the issue that you want to address. Is it raising awareness about COVID-19, or is it about making sure that people can wash their hands? So what is the health issue that you have, and what are the barriers? What is preventing people from implementing the behavior or practicing the behavior that you want to focus on? If you identify these factors, then you can be able to design an appropriate intervention, or even your health message will be relevant. It means your message will be addressing issues that are actually happening. So the next thing is for you to now choose the theoretical framework or theoretical model or theory of behavior change. Okay, remember, health communication is about making sure that people uh, change and adopt healthier behaviors. So there are many theoretical approaches to behavior change. Examples include the health belief model, social cognitive theory, the trans theoretical model, or the trans theoretical theory, and then you also have diffusion of innovation. Okay, these are all theories or models for behavior change. So you need to choose one that aligns well with the issue that you want to address. And then now choose the objectives for the behavior change that you want. Okay, that means that you need to identify the factors that influence the target behavior and set the objectives to address them. And then set the strategies. Okay, what are the practical solutions to result into the behavior change that we want? Okay, and then after this choosing and implementing the strategies, now you evaluate and see if the health communication strategies have been very effective. Okay, so that is the session one of the second session that we have. We are going to have two sessions at a go. So that has been the first one. So we need to move to the next one. But basically, in summary, health communication programs need to be planned very well. You need to know the health issue that you want to address. Who are those people who are affected by that health issue, and who are you directing the health messages to, and what they need to do. So you decide on which strategies to use. Are you going to use radio? Are you going to use change of that is mass media? Are you going to use change of policy? Are you going to advocate for change of policy? Are you going to advocate for funding? What do you really want? Okay, which strategy are you going to use? Is it media advocacy, public advocacy? Is it are you going to use social media? Are you going to use the usual mass media channels or the traditional mass media channels? Those are questions that you all have to answer during the planning phase of the health communication development or program. Do you have any questions, or we move to the next presentation?
Let's move to the next.
All right, good. So let me